Good evening, this is KiniNews and I'm your host Prasad. Who knew voluntarily declaring one's assets could lead to your office being raided by the MACC? And not just once, Rafizi Ramli's company Invoke was raided twice.
The MACC has conducted a second raid this morning on Invoke Solutions Sdn Bhd.
Dia datang serbu azam baki ni, dia hantar pegawai-pegawai dia serbu sampai pukul 9 malam tadi masih kena kacau, saudara-saudara. Sebab itu saya kata ini lambang segala yang rosak dalam negara kita. Mana maruah SPRM?
The company was founded by PKR Deputy President Rafizi Ramli. Meanwhile, the Customs Department has also sent notice that it will do the same. Speaking at a press conference in PKR headquarters in Petaling Jaya today, Rafizi said the company is fully complying with the investigations. However, he stressed that it is a political prosecution meant to turn the sentiments against Pakatan Harapan. He said the MACC seized the company's documents and ledgers from day one. The MACC seized several documents from the Invoke office yesterday and detained the staff for questioning at the office for up to 7 hours. MACC Senior Director of Investigation Hishamuddin confirmed the 11:30 a.m. raid to Utusan, Malaysia, calling it a routine procedure. The raid was in connection with the police report lodged by an NGO over Rafizi's asset declaration, in which he declared net assets worth 18.85 million ringgit.
A Harappan candidate in Kedah, known by his constituents for being a hard worker, has passed away. Pakatan Harapan's candidate for the Padang Serai seat M. Karupiah has died. He was 69. The cause of death remains unknown. The PKR member won the seat in the 2018 general election after defeating candidates from MCA and PAS. Karupiah was slated to face MICC Sivaraj and 3 others on November 19th. According to Kulim Police Chief Mohammad Rizwan Saleh, Karupiah died in the Kulim Hospital at about 2:27 p.m. PKR Secretary General Saifuddin Nasution Ismail, in a statement following Karupiah's passing, said he last met him on November 14th at a ceramah in Kulim, Kedah. Saifuddin added that the deceased was a former First Warrant Officer with the Royal Malaysian Army and Padang Serai PKR Division Chief. Saifuddin said Karupiah's contributions to the Army and the party will be forever remembered. Meanwhile, Karupiah's opponent in Padang Serai, Sivaraj, paid tribute to the deceased. He said Karupiah, a former soldier, had dedicated a huge chunk of his life to public service and politics. Another BN leader has denied holding talks with Perikatan Nasional to form a government post-GE15.
Hishamuddin Hussain has denied meeting PAS or Bersatu leaders to discuss cooperating after GE15. He said this after Pakatan Harapan chairperson Anwar Ibrahim reportedly made the allegation. On Twitter, he wrote that he never met with leaders from PAS or Bersatu to discuss post-GE15 cooperation. He said this was another slanderous lie without proof. Earlier today, Berita Harian reported Anwar as claiming that BN leaders, including Hishamuddin, had met with Perikatan Nasional leaders to discuss cooperating to form a new government after the election. This, according to Anwar, is because the leaders realized that their representative coalitions are lagging behind in the GE15 race as polling day approaches. Anwar's remark came following the statement by PAS Secretary General Taqiyuddin Hassan last night that PN may work with BN to form the government after GE15. However, PN chairperson Muhyiddin Yassin later shot down Taqiyuddin's claim. Muhyiddin stressed that PN is going into GE15 aiming to form a government on its own without having to collaborate with either BN or Harappan. Muhyiddin further noted that he has never given Taqiyuddin the mandate to negotiate with BN toward forming a government post-GE15. Following Muhyiddin's rebuttal, Taqiyuddin claimed that his original statement had been taken out of context and was given a title that confuses voters.
Dr. Mahathir Mohamad does not trust Merdeka Centre surveys anymore after they wrongly predicted the results of GE14. Now he says Malaysians should also ignore the results of its latest survey, which places GTA as the least desired coalition.
Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has dismissed independent pollster Merdeka Centre survey, which found Pakatan Harapan the preferred choice. He denied that his Gerakan Tanah Air coalition was the least desired by voters.
Merdeka Center punya kajian kata pejuang akan dapat cuma satu saja wakil rakyat. Bukan main lagi. You tahu Merdeka Center dalam pilihan raya yang ke-14 kata gunanya PH akan kalah, BN akan menang. Tetapi akhirnya yang menang ialah PH dan BN yang kalah. Jadi Merdeka Center jangan percaya sangat.
At a press conference in Ampang yesterday, Mahathir said the pollster cannot be trusted as its earlier survey conducted back in 2018 was wrong in asserting that BN would reclaim Putrajaya. To a question, Mahathir conceded that his party could not estimate how many seats GTA could secure. Mahathir also lamented that he was forced to sell his own shares to fund the election as his party failed to secure any donations. He said people are not very friendly as it's also because the economy is not good and all billionaires have become millionaires. According to the Merdeka Center survey unveiled in early November, Harappan is slightly ahead of BN in a voter's preference in GA15. The survey showed that 26% of respondents preferred Harappan over BN's 24%. This is followed by Perikatan Nasional's 13%. 4% refused to answer the survey question, while 2% said they would back Gerakan Tanah Air or other parties.
In a separate survey, Ismail Sabri is doing a bit better than Mahathir. The UMNO leader appears to be the right man for the job, according to almost half the people surveyed by Illum Centre.
45% of Malaysians surveyed by Illum Centre believe caretaker Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob is the right choice for PM, given the current political scenario. Of the 1,211 surveyed, about a third said he was not the right choice, while 21.3% were unsure. Interestingly, despite believing he is not the right man for the job, some 52.8% of respondents believe he should be given a chance to stay in the post for longer. It is unclear if this meant he should remain in the job without calling for an election or that he should be reappointed as PM in a newly elected government. When asked if they agreed with holding a general election at the end of the year, some 56% said yes, 32% said no, and 10% were unsure. The poll conducted on October 20th to November 6th was to gauge acceptance levels towards the government and Ismail Sabri's Keluarga Malaysia policies. It was conducted face-to-face with Malaysians in Peninsular Malaysia. When asked for specific policies by the Ismail Sabri government, many gave thumbs up. For example, 80% agreed with reopening the economy on April 1st. Meanwhile, some 87.2% agreed that the Bantuan Keluarga Malaysia cash aid should continue. They also support the cash aids and tax breaks announced in Budget 2023.
GE15 candidates must get creative to get their message across to voters, but one candidate appears to have also disregarded her safety in the process.
Police have urged PBM's Ampang candidate Zuraida Kamarudin to use safer methods of campaigning. Petaling Jaya District Police Chief Muhammad Farouk Ishak said standing on a road divider to canvass for votes from passing motorists is dangerous. Yesterday, the incumbent MP and her supporters held flash mobs in various locations in Ampang. During the flash mob, they held up PBM posters and waved to passing motorists.
Warisan Shafi Abdal has said sorry for using the word echo to refer to Chinese leaders in GRS.
Warisan President Muhammad Shafi Abdal has apologized for using a derogatory term against the Chinese community. Shafi had, on several occasions during his GE15 campaign trail, slammed GRS, saying that, quote, "Satu ekor Cina pun tiada jadi menteri," despite being a coalition of parties. Ekor is a Malay word used for animals, and using them to refer to humans can be deemed offensive. According to the New Straits Times, he said he was sorry as he was emotional when he said it. He added that he did not mean to insult the Chinese community. Shafi also said he has been consistent in fighting for all races, irrespective of whether they are Chinese, Indian, Iban, Murut, Kadazan, and other races. According to Shafi, further as a leader, he is duty-bound to serve the country and the people, and not to demonize and demoralize anyone.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.